What would happen if you added a bar of Snickers to your diet every single day? Well, you'd be the size of a house, right? Not only that, but your chances of developing a health scare over time would absolutely skyrocket. Well, that might be happening with your dog if you feed them milk bones every single day. So in this video, we are going to cover why milk bones aren't good for our pets, how to ensure you keep your dog away from the vet and away from those pesky vet bills, and we will explore better treats for them. So before we start, my name is Sam. I'm a dog and cat nutritionist and proud owner of a chain of independent pet shops where we exclusively focus on nutrition. And today I want to talk to you about milk bones and by extension a lot of other treats that your dog might be consuming. So let's start with the basics. What are milk bones? Well, milk bones are ultra processed cereal based treats. Just like kibble, and this is not to disparage kibble, milk bones have a very long shelf life. They have been ultra processed and they have been cooked at very high temperatures. And it's a little bit like your bag of Doritos or like your bar of Snickers. I mean, it doesn't take a genius to look at the ingredients and to see that these treats aren't very good for our pets. We have wheat flour, we have ground whole wheat flour, we have meat and bone meal, we have milk, we have beet fat, we have salt, we have natural flavor. I mean, it doesn't take a genius to see that these treats aren't very good for our dog's diet. We have wheat flour, ground whole wheat flour, meat and bone meal, which is quite unspecific. So if your dog has sensitivities or if your dog has allergies, these will not contribute to getting your dog better, because you're not going to be knowing what your dog is getting with meat and bone meal. We don't know the specific animal that meat and bone meal is coming from. We then have milk, beef fat, salt, natural flavors, again quite unspecific, and a whole host of preservatives. So from a nutritional standpoint, these aren't very good. And this is not to say that you should never give your dog anything ultra processed. This is for you to pay attention to what you're doing with your dog overall. Let me explain. Dogs who overeat and get fed these hyper-palatable, calorie-dense foods tend to put weight on. If you eat fast food every single day, you are going to overconsume calories because those foods are hyper palatable, very caloric dense, and they are incredibly good. So your chances of putting weight on and your chances of disease go up, say pancreatitis, diabetes, or whatever the case might be. So what I want you to do is the baby test, and the baby test comes from baby biscuits. So with these baby biscuits, you will see that all the vitamins and minerals and iron and calcium, etc., are present on the front. So we would be mad to actually question the manufacturer on the front. However, when I look on the back, I see that these biscuits, these cookies, contain sugar, and I wouldn't give sugar to my baby. So by extension, I want you to do the same with your dog. So if your dog consumes anything with sugar or sugar derivatives or things like corn or wheat or rice or things like your dog wouldn't naturally eat because they are more meat eaters than anything else, when I want you to stay away if you can from those. So try to give your dog foods that are a little bit better. I mean, moving away from ultra-processed foods and ultra-processed treats for our dogs, it's absolutely a lot better. By the way, if you want to know what the best dog food is, you can download our free guide, How to Feed Your Dog Better. The link will be down below. How to feed your dog better. So right, what do we stay away from? We stay away, as we said, from any natural flavors, any meat and animal derivatives, any cereals, any wheat, barley, corn, soy, anything like that is probably not the best for our dogs. They are excess calories. We don't want our dog to get overweight because that comes with a whole host of different things and expensive vet bills. So I want you to look for wholesome ingredients and wholesome foods for our dogs. So if you feed your dog kibble, for example, and that's absolutely fine, that's probably 90% of you guys, I want you to maybe add a raw egg, to crack open a raw egg and put it with your dog's kibble, and that raw egg It's not processed, it's packed with protein, it's got a lot of vitamins and minerals, and is an absolutely fantastic source of protein. The digestibility, the absorbability of protein will be absolutely wonderful. So it doesn't have to be complicated to give your dog something a little bit extra. Other things you can do is always visit your local independent pet shop, and you can ask them for single protein treats. You will see like dried sprats, for example, or dried mackerel, or skin cubes. You can give your dog rabbit ears, pig ears. You can give your dog things that are single protein, ostrich meat bones, for example, and those are very, very popular with dogs. Anything that's 100% of one single ingredient is absolutely fantastic for our dogs, because we want traceability. We go from natural flavors and meat and bone meal in milk bones, and we go for 100% chicken, 100% mackerel, or 100% kangaroo. Much, much better. We can also get freeze-dried treats, and once again, and you will be a lot better off contacting your local independent pet shop, and they will likely have much, much higher quality treats that you can give your dog than milk bones, because at the end of the day, we do not want our dogs to be over consuming all these calories. Couple natural alternatives you can give your dog, as I do to mine, are different eggs. You can give your dog duck eggs, you can give your dog chicken eggs, free range chicken eggs, and you can either boil them and give them to your dog once they cool down, or you can give them raw, which is how I serve them to my dog. They are packed with moisture, they are packed with vitamins and minerals, and they are an excellent source of protein. Something else could be bone broth, for example. So if you make your own bone broth, or you buy it from your local independent pet shop, wherever you are, that again is a really good treat for your dog. So even if we give our dog something that is a little bit less processed than what they get day in and day out, their health is going to surely thank you in the long term. Because at the end of the day, we want our dogs to be healthier for longer. So if you can, from now on, let's move away slowly but surely from ultra processed foods to minimally processed foods. Your dog's health will absolutely thank you.